Hey folks, thanks for taking the time to click on the video. Today I wanted to walk you through the first legendary spell I found in Wonderlands and where to get it. The first half of the video will be just walking through the spell so you can see it for yourself, and then the second half, just for spoiler warnings, will be the boss and where to get it. So if you don't want to get spoiled, click off after the showcase. So the spell I wanted to walk through is right here, Inflammation of Giants. As you can see, the damage, critical chance, and cooldown are kind of based on my level, which is level 16 right now. But the stats attached to it are plus 45% spell damage, minus 10% spell cooldown, and it's got 3 charges. And you kind of hold down it to cast those charges in succession because it is a flamethrower, as you will see. And it does fire damage. In the red text is, it's not the heat, it's the low flesh melting point, in reference to it, the inflammation from the giants. So as you can see here, it's kind of a flamethrower that uses those 3 charges in the bottom right pretty quickly. And it does pretty good damage to enemies, as you'll see. But the great thing about this is it can mark enemies, and since it's a flamethrower, it can mark multiple enemies at a time if you hit right. And these enemies will explode into a big fireball. Let me show you on this guy. So mark him with it. As you can see, it does pretty good damage. And then he'll explode. And then this guy will also be marked by the explosion as well. So you can kind of chain it to people, which is pretty amazing. So just one spell cast can really do some crazy stuff. Because, you know, if there's a giant group of people, it can just make them all go off and explode. Okay, we'll hit this guy. Blow him up. And then you see he got marked as well. It's just a really awesome spell that I found, so I just wanted to show it off. So I'll kind of take you through how to get that right now. Alright, so just again, spoiler warning here, I will be talking about some story stuff and, you know, how to progress to this point, and how to get this spell. So first of all, you're going to want to take a trip over to the overworld. And in the overworld, you're going to find a demon. Sorry, not a demon. A goblin named Jar. And Jar's going to ask you to join the GTFO, the Goblin Against Oppression Force. And pretty much, you're going to do a couple missions around this area through the overworld. So you'll be able to access this area called Mount Craw. And that's where they'll ask you to come for the GTFO quest. And there'll be a bunch of quests to do in here. And you'll work your way through this area until you get to this point here, right at the end, the Tribute Way. And pretty much this is where you'll fight the end boss, Volcanor, which is the enemy of the GTFO, the Goblin Oppression Force. So if we come down here, we can see that Volcanor is a fake dragon god, who is a dragon made of metal and parts and mechanics. And pretty much, you know, just take him down a couple times, and when I say a couple, I mean a lot, because legendary rates are lower than in Borderlands 3, but you can get this awesome spell from killing this guy. You know, leave a comment, leave a like, and I hope you guys are enjoying Wonderlands as much as I am. Have a great day, guys.